You ever feel like your trading strategy should be working, but your results just don't line up? Like there's something off, but you can't quite see it. That's where Tradezella claims to shine, spotting the blind spots that wreck your edge. But is it really worth it, or is it just another overhyped tool that buries you in data? Well, I spent 3 weeks testing it, read the good and the bad reviews, and I uncovered a few features that most traders miss. So let's break it all down. Now, before diving into the features, I always make it a habit to actually comb through the real user reviews. I'm not talking about just those one-line 5-star ratings that you see all over software pages. I mean like the actual gritty stuff, the 1-star comments. Because if something's gonna break or disappoint you, that's usually where it shows up first, right? So here is one user who wrote a review that really stuck with me, and this was a guy who said that he signed up for a full year based on the hype, but he ran into some problems. First, he couldn't sync with his broker. Then he said logging trades manually was too time-consuming, and he didn't feel like he was making any progress there. He even asked for a refund within an hour, but was told that that wasn't available. And yeah, that does suck, no doubt. And I get why that would be really frustrating, but here's the thing. He didn't mention what broker he was using, and from my experience, most popular brokers really work fine with Tradezella. Plus, even if you somehow find yourself in a refund standoff, using a credit card gives you the option for a chargeback there. But honestly, that one review doesn't even match the pattern that I've seen across the board from reviews. Tradezella has built up a very strong reputation among retail traders who really actually use it to level up their abilities. And I was looking through other reviews, and this is one that said that Tradezella is a must-have if you're serious about refining your strategy. Not because it gives you magical win signals, but because it helps you stop making the same dumb mistakes over and over and over again. Another trader mentioned how the visual dashboard changed the way he looked at his trades. Instead of staring at spreadsheets or clunky Notion setups, he could actually see where he was going wrong, and more importantly, where he was going right, so that he could repeat that pattern. So yeah, a few bumps in the road, sure, but overall, the tone from the majority of users is clear. Tradezella isn't just another trade logging app, it's a tool that helps traders actually grow in their abilities. But what made me stick with Tradezella wasn't just the hype and the reviews, it was the way that it actually fit into my trading routine, and that was all of the individual tools and features that I used for my own needs. So let's start with the trade replay. So this might just be my favorite feature. You can relive every single trade candle by candle like you're watching a game film. And not just with basic price action either. I'm talking about level 2 data, time and sales, the full story. I didn't just see what was happening during a trade, I saw why it happened. It's like being able to go back in time and catch the hesitation that made you miss an exit, or the exact moment that you jumped the gun and missed that profit. All right, next up is the playbook feature. So think of this as your personal trading Bible. I use it to basically log setups, strategies, even mood-based entries. That last one might sound silly, but trust me, tracking emotional patterns has revealed some scary, consistent mistakes that I didn't even know that I was making. And you can tag trades by strategy, success, or conditions, so over time you start seeing what setups actually work for you, not just the ones that feel good in theory, but statistically don't add up to any real thing. Another key area for me is the reports overview page. Now, this is where the real performance breakdown happens. It doesn't just spit out win-loss percentages. You actually get a deep dive stats like average hold time, risk-reward ratios, setups by time of day, and even which trades you tend to hesitate on. It's brutally honest, and yeah, sometimes a little humbling, but you walk away knowing what's working and what's dragging you down. That's one area that I found Tradezella a lot more helpful in than other competitors like TraderSync. TraderSync does offer solid trade tracking and even some metrics, but Tradezella just goes deeper. It's almost like a difference between logging calories and actually understanding your entire diet, macros and all. Now, here's a sneaky little feature that I didn't expect to love, and that's the progress tracker. This just lets you set and monitor goals, both trading and lifestyle. Want to trade only A+ setups? Done. Want to trade only between certain hours? You can log that too. This tool has helped keep me accountable, which, let's face it, is half the battle when trading solo. So, is Tradezella worth it? Well, I think so. I mean, with Tradezella, you can backtest trades all the way back to September of 2014. That's a huge window. But what really impressed me was how seamlessly you can journal while you backtest. Most platforms separate journaling from backtesting, but not here. You have your own chart and your journaling panel side by side. And that does sound small, but being able to write notes in real time while reviewing a past setup, that's a workflow that just makes sense and that other platforms can't get right. There's also something that I found helpful for my actual day-to-day journaling. You can create a trade note before importing a trade and link it later. So when I'm live and I see something interesting, I can jot a note down right then, even before the trade gets finalized. Later, I just match it with the trade, and that one feature by itself made journaling just way less of a chore. Also, if you're using MetaTrader 4 or 5, Tradezella has full integration with it. Your trades import automatically, no stress there, and the fact that that integration works smoothly, unlike other platforms where syncing is buggy or incomplete, really makes this platform, I think, worth trying. Then there's also the Zella University, which I really do want to mention. It's a total game changer. It's a learning hub built into your account. You don't have to buy other courses or go watch some random YouTube videos on discipline or trading. They just have every curated resource that you'll need to match the tools that you're already using. So when I was struggling with overtrading, I found a few videos in there that really helped me set better rules and, more importantly, stick to them. But all right, so is Tradezella legit? Well, I would say that it is, but is everything perfect with Tradezella Trading Journal? No, not quite. I mean, if I had to nitpick, it would be this, and that it's when I first started, it felt like I was drowning in data. There's just so much information and insight available that it can be overwhelming if you're not used to breaking down your trades this way. But honestly, that's kind of a good problem to have. It took me maybe a week or two to get comfortable with the layout and how everything kind of ties together. And once I got into that rhythm, that depth became my biggest asset. So if you're brand new to trading, it might feel like a bit of overkill with everything there. But if you're already making trades and you want to take things really seriously, it's the kind of depth that you actually need. So now you might be wondering about the cost, right? Is Tradezella worth it for the price? Well, let me put it this way. It's not the cheapest option out there, right? But I also think it doesn't feel overpriced. It's priced on that sweet spot where casual traders might pause at the price, but for anyone who's actively trying to grow their account, they'll see the value instantly. And truthfully, when I look at how much dumb trades that they were costing me just like every month, one or two bad trades could easily cost more than the monthly subscription cost. They also run promos and discounts from time to time, so if you're thinking about it, check the link in the description for their current pricing and any available promos. We'll keep it updated so that you can always grab the latest offer. So ultimately, here's my take. If you're serious about becoming a better trader, not just logging your trades, but actually learning from them, Tradezella delivers. The features aren't just flashy, they're built to help you grow. So if you're interested, check out the link in the description of this video to get started with our special discount and coupon.